Hey everybody, I'm gonna show you how to use Agent Toolkit to upload documents into a RAG system in Amazon Bedrock so that, for example, in this case, I have a chatbot, a customer support chatbot that is using LangGraph and some model underneath the hood that knows some information about this hair care website's products and other information. However, it is 4th of July coming up, and maybe this company wants to do a 4th of July promotion, and it wants to make sure that this customer support bot is going to be able to know about these latest and greatest discounts, because happy Independence Day, that's why. So in the spirit of the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, we're going to make sure that this company is able to upload its documents to Amazon Bedrock Knowledge Base and the right S3 bucket as the source documentation base and the right Titan embedding models to embed that into vectors, which are basically just numerical representations of the documentations in mathematical formula that is going to be able to be queried by Bedrock Knowledge Base to retrieve semantic information based on meaning rather than exact text. So that this chatbot right here, this particular customer support chatbot, will know about the discount when someone asks about it. For example, right now, if I were to ask this chatbot, are there any discounts and promotions going on? If I ask it that, it is going to make some tool calls, and I already have some documentation in the RAG system in Bedrock, but the problem is it doesn't know about these latest discounts because I haven't uploaded that document. All it knows about is about all these product information and allergens and ingredients because I've included those in the knowledge base. However, while it's searching, let's take a look at the summer sale 2026. So this particular doc, notice how it's green. I have not committed this yet, but if I look at this, this is about the summer glow up sale, 50% off select Luma products. Luma is a fictional company I just made up, by the way. Anyways, 4th of July, 50% off until July 4th, 2026, midnight. All right. But it does not know about that. But some of these products, for example, the Define Curl Cream, which is originally $24, is now going to be $12, right? So it does not know about that, and it's just going to make stuff up. If it doesn't know about the actual information, large language models are going to hallucinate and make stuff up. So it just made up some hallucinated information about 15% off any product plus free shipping. Yeah, that's not true. So let's make it so that this is grounded in real-time information from this fake imaginary company. So how are we going to do that? Well, I could go to the console and go through all these clicks or figure out what AWS commands to use or even hope that my agent knows how to use Bedrock properly and the Titan embeddings model properly to set up the vector, the S3 vector index and all that good stuff. But agent maybe doesn't know about all the latest updates in Bedrock and how to go through that workflow properly. Because what if there's a new, what if there's some dirt in the game that the agent doesn't know about? Well, we're going to make sure that the agent knows about it by uploading this document related to the latest promotions of sales for Independence Day into Bedrock. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, I have Agent Toolkit, and if you don't have Agent Toolkit set up, I have created a video for it already that you can find in the link in description, and also a full blog that you can find here, dev.to. So I've uploaded this blog, dev.to, this one right here. And so you can take a look at this blog and follow step by step and get everything set up the way I have it set up so that you can follow along. Anyways, this is the URL, by the way. So let's get started. Actually, we already got started, didn't we? So let's continue getting our starting thing going. Okay, let's continue the process. Happy Independence Day. I'm going to say Happy Independence Day a lot in this video, in the spirit of Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. So let's continue. Okay, so I will say, okay, so I got the agent steering and skills, Amazon Bedrock related skills. So it knows how to use Amazon Bedrock properly for various Bedrock related tasks, okay? So I will say, I want to upload and then I'm gonna use hashtag to tag a file. I'll go down to file, summer sale 2026 file. By the way, I'm using Kiro. That's my preferred agentic IDE of choice. And it's using Claude Opus 4.8 as the underlying model. So I want to upload the summer sale 2026 doc to my following the correct process. In order to do so, please use the AWS MCP and the Agent Toolkit related relevant skills to do this so that my LangGraph app agent can correctly know about this new info in that doc. Cool. I'll press enter, and it's going to hopefully use this AWS Bedrock, Amazon Bedrock skill, and any reference files that comes with it, related to IAM roles, CloudTrail, invoke model, building a RAG application. That's probably what it's going to look at, right? That's probably what it's going to look at. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So let's see what it does. Knowledge bases, best setup for that, the procedure for that. Probably it's going to use that, right? Now it knows all the best practices. So let's see. It made some tool calls here. Loaded skill, Amazon Bedrock. Okay, it loaded the proper skill. That's good. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. It read some of our existing workspace files about the current setup of our project, what resources we already have, aka what knowledge base ID I already have set up for my previous documentations that I've already uploaded into my RAG system, such as the product informations that I've uploaded into my RAG system for my LangGraph app. So it'll use that particular one, and then it'll take a look at all this. I'll probably have to blur out this information. Anyways, yeah, let's see what it does. All right, cool. Yeah, it's thinking, doing its thinking, tool call, right? Awesome. Knowledge base is set up, knowledge base retrieval. Those are some steering files that come with the Agent Toolkit related to Amazon Bedrock, some of the reference files, so it knows how to go through that process. Because what if I may not know everything about Amazon Web Services, right? I can only do so much. It's just me right now, right? I can know, I got a small head. I can't fit all that knowledge into my brain. Or maybe I can, who knows? The brain is pretty unlimited. But for now, I did not know every single thing. So I trust my agent to know the right thing because it's using the Agent Toolkit, which tells it the right things. Boom. So it's going to use the AWS MCP server to call my AWS account so that it can perform actions on my behalf. By the way, the MCP server is located here in this panel right here, AWS MCP server. So it's going to use this tool, call AWS, aka it's going to actually make API calls to my AWS account and perform actions on my behalf, so I don't have to go to the console and do it myself, or I don't have to find out the commands and run them myself. It's going to do it on my behalf. Just going to allow it to do that. It's going to run a CLI command, and it's going to know what CLI commands to run in what order because of this skills from the Agent Toolkit. All right, it's read the authoritative procedure, it says, aka best practice is the real correct way to do things. All right, the chunking strategy is fixed at the data source and can't be changed, which is fine here. One security node, okay, cool, awesome. Let me verify AWS access. It's gonna go to my account, and then just go ahead and allow it to run that CLI command. It's running the AWS S3 API. So it's going to upload this doc to a S3 bucket so that that bucket can provide that documentation to, the Bedrock Knowledge Base and the vector index and all that process that it needs to do. But that bucket is going to be the source of that documentation. So it's going to need to upload this document, this new document, into S3, right? It's going to go through that process. All right. Yeah. And I did go through this process a little bit, and I stopped halfway through. So it is present in the S3 bucket already. Awesome. Now what's next? Now that it's present in the S3 bucket, what's the next thing it needs to do? It needs to call Bedrock agent to list ingestion jobs and then figure out the data source for that bucket, which is that S3 bucket, and then run a CLI command on it so that the Bedrock agent can actually go ahead and use the Titan embedding models to create a vector index and make it so that it's queryable from Bedrock Knowledge Base. Happy Independence Day. All right. Okay. All right. What's it doing now? Yeah, it's starting the ingestion job. That's right. We're going to make it so that this knowledge base is going to be able to access this document via this ingestion job. Okay, cool. I'm also learning a lot about this process because the Agent Toolkit tells about the best practices. And guess what? Before AI models existed, we had to learn best practices. We had to figure out all that stuff. And we probably still have to learn this stuff. But the agent also has to learn this stuff. So I'm learning with the agent as the agent is doing things on my behalf. So it also helps me increase my knowledge base. Haha. Pun intended. That's right, pun intended. Happy Independence Day. All right, let's continue. All right, 11 docs scanned, one new document indexed. Oh, look at that, one new document indexed, the summer sale doc. Awesome, 0 failed. Oh, wow, 0 failed because the Agent Toolkit helps reduce failures for the agent. That's the whole point. Happy Independence Day. Allow. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on. Now the final and most important check, confirming the knowledge base actually retrieves the new content when queried. So it's going to verify. You got to check and verify. You can't just be doing things without verifying. We can verify that this is the 250th anniversary of United States of America independence. Happy Independence Day. Let's continue. Retrieval confirmed. Awesome. It returns a new doc, okay, with a relevance score of 0.87. That's pretty good. Sourced from the summer sale doc. Awesome. With full sale details. Done. Okay, cool. Now, let me restart my backend, which is, this is the front end, right? This is my backend. Okay, let me stop the server and restart it because, just to refresh the server a little bit, turn it on and off, sometimes you got to do that. And now I will ask my agent, I'm gonna do a hard refresh, Command-Shift-R, and I'll ask it, are there any sales or promotions going on? Question mark. Searching the product knowledge base. Ah, now we got the summer glow up sale, 50% off. Happy Independence Day. Agent Toolkit, you can set it up right now. There's a blog. I also have a YouTube video on it. Link to all that in the description. Peace. Holla back. God bless. God bless the United States of America. And happy Independence Day. Peace.